this little devil is Momiji-kun. Hey, so am I crazy or does he have a lazy eye? Don't get me wrong, I love it. I'm spellbound. Hi everyone, welcome back. This video I'm just gonna show a montage of things I did when I had my day off from work while working at a temple guest house in the little village of Minobu in Yamanashi, Japan. Wow! One of the first days actually, I went to a nearby temple high up on a hill, and there I saw an animal which I did not expect. But take a look at this beautiful calligraphy first. And then I spotted it. Is that a raccoon or am I tripping? Tanuki? Ah, so cute! I thought it was a monkey at first. And I thought I knew my monkeys. This was a tanuki. So cute, right? I continued my adventure, and later that day I stumbled across a tunnel. Of course I had to check it out. This is like from Spirited Away. Closed. Ah. A waterfall. What could this be? It's so hot, so humid. Oh, maybe I found my new hiding spot. Look at that. Little house. Oh, this place is cool. I have no idea where I'm going. I want to swim. Water temperature is like warm. In the beginning it felt cold, but I think warm, so I'm like a child. Yes! I'm not gonna lie, I might come back here when I'm old, just like hang out by this river. Minobu, you are special. I'm surprised. I'm happy. Let me continue exploring. On my way back, I saw a lot of hummingbirds. That's the first time I've seen a hummingbird and a huge black butterfly. This looks like a table for one person. But just a few minutes ago there was enough for two. The rest is over here. Yeah, so I just had a guest over for the first time in my room while I'm working at this shukubo, a colleague of mine. At first my impression was, oh, he seems interesting. He's kind of different. He's a very cool guy, is what I've learned now. I invited him over for tea, so he came over 5:30 and we had dinner, and then I attempted to make green tea and I failed because I put the leaves in the cup and then I poured water over. But that only works for certain teas with powder, but I bought real tea leaves, so stupid. Shoganai. Now I'm gonna eat this weird thing that I actually bought on top of minobu-san. Jelly. Ah, mistake. Okay, taste test. It tastes like sweet tea or coffee. It tastes like something very specific. What I tasted was kinako, which is roasted soybean flour, and they use this a lot for desserts in Japan, but I didn't know that at the time. Speaking of food, my ass would go far and wide to get some snacks and food for myself. I lived very far from the nearest supermarket. I had to bike 8 kilometers to it and 8 kilometers back. And it was a bumpy ride, no bike lanes, going up and down the hill. Sometimes my battery would run out on the bicycle. It was worth it though, for sure. Today is windy a little bit, it's warm, not as humid as usual. I have a few different errands I want to do today, but oh, look at those mountains! It's the first time in like 2 weeks where I'm able to see the mountain properly. It's been very cloudy, very humid. Oh, just like that. At long last, after crossing rivers and mountains, I arrived at Selva, the Japanese supermarket. I think checking out a foreign country's supermarket is just as fun as going to the museum or something like that. It's like a cultural experience, and I really admired the beautiful fruit they had. It was so perfect, everything was so ordered, looked appetizing. I wanted to try everything, but I tried to control myself and only pick out a few fun things to try at a time. Look at this fish! And almost as any supermarket in Japan, the staff were very nice. I felt welcome. I bought the big goods today. I literally biked for I don't even know how long, all the way to Selva. And then I went home, and you don't want to know how I made it home. Like the roads are extra dangerous at night, especially with no bike lanes and very few lampposts. I'm glad I survived. So I just came back from this crazy bike ride to Selva. The roads in Japan are not made for biking at all. I felt like it was quite risky. No bike lanes, and I would cycle as much as I could on this tiny where people walk. In Japan, for some reason, those streets or those paths are really tiny next to the road, so I would use them as much as possible. And there are almost no lights on this road that I was taking. I did not have any backlights on my bicycle. So yeah, that was fun. I felt alive, and to calm myself down on the way home, because it was dark and scary, I would sing, just like make up songs. Coping mechanism makes everything more fun. Anyway, I bought a ton of shit.
Watch your profanity.
I bought some dinner for myself, fruit, which I haven't had in a long time, especially watermelon. I want to try umeboshi, so I got that. Dango I have also never tried before. My friends recommended it. And this just reminded me of Vietnamese chae, so I want to try it as dessert. This, I'm not sure what it is, but I wanted some protein with my soba, and I made tea. Oh. I'm kind of falling in love with Japanese green tea. Simple green tea. So yeah. And I bought some cake because it was my birthday. So me and my friend Nami-san were gonna eat it later. I bought some grapes, I don't know if you can see, and mascarpone cheese and cream, because I want to make tiramisu for everybody in Kakurinbo. Can't believe I found mascarpone. That was a real scavenger hunt, but then I read the katakana and I was like, oh, got it. So 10 kilometers on roads not designed for bikes, but the views though, the views were incredible. So beautiful mountains, and I was on an elevated road so I could just overlook the valley and the river. Landscapes at night, they're special. I don't know, it's a whole different ambience, you know. I'm gonna eat now, take a shower, and tomorrow it's time to go. Go to work? Why didn't I finish my sentence? I don't know. Then it was back to work, about 4 days straight usually, and then the next day off finally arrived, and this time I decided to go to Kōfu by myself. I didn't know what to expect, but I think Kōfu really delivered. It's an underrated town. It has very charming streets. Right here I found a shop and it had the cutest items, and I even bought 2 postcards. I mean, look at these things. This is also when I decided to have some lunch, and I went with a fan favorite, tonkotsu ramen. It was delicious. And then I headed over to Sadoya Winery, which is one of the oldest wineries in Japan, and Kōfu is actually where winemaking really was established in the 1800s. And I bought a wine and I tasted it when I came back home, and it tasted good. Very fresh though, I prefer a more aged one. And something else I didn't know, Kōfu is the city where the gemstone industry blossomed in Japan. So I went to a jewelry museum where I saw how they process gemstones and what kinds of gemstones were found here in Yamanashi in Kōfu. That was very interesting. I highly recommend that museum. And last but not least, I visited, of course, Kōfu Castle ruins. A lot of it is reconstructed, but I still loved the atmosphere. As you can see, the sky was kind of moody. It made the view very dramatic, and there was such a contrast looking at the old buildings and the new in the background. So yes, thank you Kōfu, shout out! Make sure to go there if you're in Japan at least one day. And shout out to that one Japanese man who said hello to me and then just walked off. I don't know which outro to make, so here's a video of my colleagues and friends celebrating me on my birthday. I was very embarrassed.
Are you 1? Are you 2? Are you 3? Are you 4? Are you 5? Are you 6? Are you 7? Are you 8? Are you 9? Are you 10? Are you 11? Are you 12? Are you 13? Are you 14? Are you 15? Are you 16? Are you 17? Are you 18? Are you 19? Are you 20? Are you 21? Yeah!
20 why? Oh, but thank you though. Okay, now thanks for watching. Peace.